Gamescom 2018 has been full of surprises, and a few scares, as far as Until Dawn developers Supermassive Games is concerned. Alongside Bandai Namco, Supermassive announced not only a new horror title to follow up the massive success of their previous game Until Dawn, but the announcement also served as an introduction to a horror anthology of theirs, titled The Dark Pictures. The game, called Man of Medan, is the first of the Dark Pictures anthology, and it boasts a very different landscape than the cottage in the woods that Until Dawn featured. So, what's it about? Well, this is the official breakdown from Bandai Namco. I quote, "In Man of Medan, 4 young Americans set sail on a diving trip to find the rumored location of a World War II wreckage. As the day unfolds and a storm rolls in, their trip soon becomes something much more sinister. Who will live? Who will die? Players can take the role of each of the 5 protagonists, the 4 Americans and the captain of the boat, each with a different perspective. Explore and discover the mysteries of their terrifying situation, and be forced to make decisions that will change their lives forever." They also commented on what the horror anthology is exactly. I quote, "The Dark Pictures Anthology is a series of standalone cinematic horror games, designed to present a new terrifying experience on a regular basis. Each game is unconnected and will feature a brand new story, setting, and cast of characters. Each game is designed to be replayable with branching storylines, paths, and numerous endings designed to keep players coming back for more. Players' decisions are vital for the survival of all the characters." So, essentially, we're looking at a game with very similar mechanics to Until Dawn, except set in a very, very different environment, where you're trying to not get dead by the spirits of this haunted wreckage. The facial animations in the reveal seemed a tad rough, but that being said, it is just a reveal, so one can only hope that by the time they release, it'll be super sharp. There's also no word on the kinds of new mechanics the game may boast in comparison to what players experience with Until Dawn, but at this stage it does seem very promising, and if successful, could launch the anthology into becoming a prominent franchise. Franchise money, that's the dream, ain't it? Now, the actual wreckage in the game itself is based on real life. The ship, the SS Orang Medan, which roughly translates into Man from Medan from Indonesian to English, is a ghost ship that, based on undocumented sources, became that way after its entire crew died under suspicious circumstances, making it somewhat of a legend. The story of the ship first appeared in a series of 3 articles in a Dutch-Indonesian newspaper in 1948, describing a ship that had gone down, and recollected the experiences of a survivor who claims before dying that the ship was carrying some badly stored sulfuric acid, and most of the crew had died from poisonous fumes. Some believe that the ship was involved in smuggling chemical substances, or wartime stocks of nerve agents. Another theory suggests that the ship was a non-registered transport vessel for nerve gas that the Japanese military had handed over to the US after the war was done. And some think that the ship and crew's demise was thanks to carbon monoxide poisoning. Others speculate that the ship was attacked by UFOs or paranormal forces, considering that the victims all died with terrified looks on their faces. There's a lot of debate about it, and whether or not the legends are actually true. Regardless of what people think though, they're still probably gonna make for one hell of a game. Man of Medan will launch on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC sometime in 2019. There's also no word on how many games will be created for the anthology, or if Bandai Namco intends for it to have the kind of never-ending lifespan of television anthology American Horror Story. So, what do you guys think? Are you gonna check out Man of Medan when it comes out? Or are horror games like these not really your cup of tea? Let us know in those comments below. If you dug this video, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more gaming news and updates. In the meantime though, thanks for watching everybody. I'll catch you all in the next video.